Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the CNFT Brew, where I review what's been going on in the CNFT space and I look ahead at some of the most exciting projects dropping this week and beyond. I'm going to tell you which projects are definitely on my radar. Let's go. Now, before we dive right into the drops happening this week, remember to hit that like button, subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I will try not to make you regret it very much. Starting today, you might already know this, Rat's DAO is airdropping RAT, their token, to its holders. 2,500 RAT for Genesis, 277 RAT for governance tokens. So if you had some of these in your wallet during the weekend when the snapshot was taken, you should probably have some RAT in your wallet right now. Another thing that's happening right now as we speak is the Retro Sound drop. I think it's a pretty cool project, unlike many that I have seen. Not only is it an animated NFT that looks pretty cool, has rarity, a limited supply of 5,000, reasonable price at 45 ADA, it's also offering that music, 500 unique sounds and some ultra rare ones that have entire tracks. Here you can see some of my pulls. I have really enjoyed minting these. Next, we have the Secret Goat Society. They launched their public mint today. I believe there were less than 5,000 membership tokens up for grabs when they started, probably less now. Still don't think they're sold out, so go ahead and check that out. I've been really impressed with what they're doing, and so obviously I am a member and excited to see where they take this project. Next on the list, minting tomorrow, Dark Buds. It's a derivative project of Bright Pals. I'm sure you're familiar with Bright Pals and how that drop went with Confirm. They're just kind of poking fun of that. A lot of people are excited about them. I think they're kind of cool. I personally didn't get into Bright Pals, so I was a little bit frustrated by that whole experience, so I'm actually tempted to mint a Dark Buds. 6,666, 40 ADA each. Then also tomorrow at 3 p.m. UTC, 2,222 Charlie Cuties. So Charlie is one of Cardano's Oracle solutions, and they are offering or kind of hinting at some utility that's going to come with minting these. I'm not sure if I'm overly excited by the artwork itself. It's obviously the utility that is the most exciting part of this collection. So if you like what Charlie is doing and you want to get in on this drop, it's going to be happening tomorrow at 3 p.m. So Adamon is an interesting project. They're obviously a Pokemon derivative on Cardano. They are creating an RPG game, and their Genesis drop is happening tomorrow at 10:22 p.m. UTC, I believe. So these are going to be 3D creatures that are going to be the actual creatures that you can use in their upcoming game. Next, we have Fractoid, a very different kind of project. This is a generative art project, one of the coolest ones on Cardano, in my opinion. So they are dropping their, I believe it's their second collection tomorrow, at the same time, 10:22 p.m. UTC. Only 22 ADA each, 1,111. I just think they look really cool. They're made using mathematical equations to create this really complex image. Then on Wednesday, the 23rd, 4 p.m. UTC, we have Sacred Femmes. You might not have heard about this project. It just kind of randomly, actually a viewer, commenter, told me about this project. What caught my eye was the quality of the illustrations. I thought it was just like a beautiful, a very feminine style, which makes sense because it is a project that is made by 3 women. And it's all about celebrating women. And we need more of that in the space, right? So that's going to be dropping on Wednesday, 4 p.m. UTC, 40 ADA each, 3,333 NFT. Then on Friday, we have Forgotten with their episode 2 Kids. This is a pretty big project, pretty proven team. Their previous seasons have sold out pretty fast, been very popular. This is also the team behind Trading Tent, which is a cool service that allows you to trade NFTs with another person without, escrow. 5,000 kids dropping on Friday, pre-sale, Saturday for the public. 100 ADA a kid, so they are not selling themselves cheap. Now, Kimosapi, I feel like I'm talking about Kimosapi in every episode now, but he's obviously a very busy and talented artist. I like his work, and last week he dropped Hellhounds. This week he's dropping Machine Head, a very cool collection that I am definitely going to be minting. Pre-sale starts at 3 p.m. UTC on Sunday, 4 p.m. for the public, 40 ADA each, and only a 1K supply. So these are all the projects this week that I'm looking at and will most likely be minting. There are obviously other ones. If there's one that I'm missing that you're excited about, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Now I want to jump into a new section of the CNFT Brew, and that is talking briefly about what projects am I currently excited about even though they're not minting this week. What is on my radar? At the top of the list is Mandrills. They are actually minting pretty soon at the end of the month. This is a project that I think is already pretty big. 6,500 followers on Twitter. I think they have quite a bit more on Discord, creating a lot of buzz. But as I said in a previous newsletter, I just like their art and the quality of the NFT. So, the rest of it is kind of a bonus. So I've been a fan from the early days, and I'm definitely going to be minting those if I can. Some other ones include Pendulum. I was happy to hear from Pendulum again after a couple of weeks of kind of being silent on Twitter. And they actually dropped this countdown here indicating that they are going to be minting next month, which I'm definitely paying close attention to. Awesome artwork, high quality NFT that I'm expecting here. Now quickly going through some of the other ones. Her World is a new project coming up that is going to be female focused. I really like the art. Fud Buddies is still looking strong despite last week's drama. Jesus 2 is just a really cool project that I'm a big fan of because it does have that perfect balance of appealing to the broader NFT market, but also being cool art. Purdy Cats, Bajewski Studios, Mashimals. You might not have heard of Mashimals. That's kind of behind the scenes work being done by the Hype team. And then Digital Lowlives. It's my PFP, in fact. It's a project by Joseph Miranda that's going to be dropping soon. And then finally Bluebot, something that I just discovered today. Do your own research because I haven't been able to that much. What caught my attention besides the decent quality of the NFT is the lore focus that it has. They claim that 3,000 have been reserved in round 1 whitelisting. Again, I cannot confirm that. They say that round 2 will have 1,500 Bluebots. So we'll see. I'd love to know more about the team. I don't know if they're docs or anything. So again, do your own research on that one. So that's it for the project that I'm very excited about this week and beyond. Now let's have a quick summary of what's been going on in CNFT world. Starting with Pavia. It's been a pretty eventful week for Pavia. You might have heard about Cardano Buzz leaving the space altogether, including Pavia as their marketing guy. They quickly filled that position and came out with this announcement saying that they decided to add water. To be completely honest, I was a little bit confused by it. The preview is really cool. A lot of people were excited, but I'm not sure exactly what it means. If you do, let me know in the comments. We also found out that Paul Manuel is their chief operating officer. I actually see this as a very positive thing to know a human, to know a person that is doxed and has good credential. Now the CNFT awards were held for the first time last week. I was really impressed with it. I thought they did an awesome job on the production. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this kind of growing and becoming a bigger thing because it definitely adds something to the space. Now, the DAO Roundtable is happening this Friday on my Twitch channel, link in the description. Make sure to tune in on Friday, 7 p.m. UTC. Clay Nation, they released their version 2 of their clay paper. I was pretty impressed with it. I thought the standout thing obviously was the Clayverse. So they're creating a virtual space where you can take your Clay Nation 3D avatar and hang out in that virtual space. Chill Kongs also came out with a pretty big announcement announcing Magic Kong, or with magic mushrooms. That means it's kind of like their mutation mechanics where you can mutate your Kong using a magic mushroom and create a magic Kong, which is supposed to be an even cooler, more chill version of your original. Yeah, I would be very excited to get my hands on a mushroom, a magic mushroom, and use on my Viking. Now, if you are a Pixel holder, Pixel investor, I'm sure you've noticed that they came out with their version 3 of the Pixel Explorer. Really impressive. They added the multi-wallet feature and some other really cool features. This really is the best marketplace, the best website in the entire space, in my humble opinion. We also saw a lot of big sales last week, multiple 10K plus sales. The two biggest ones being a 40,000 ADA vampire sale and a 26.6k sale for a reptile, I believe. There was also some drama where a super rare alien got sold for, I can't remember, just a couple of thousand ADA, I believe, because of an error in the marketplace after the update. It was supposed to be listed for 1 million ADA, but got listed for a couple of thousand and sold immediately, of course. But thankfully, the community is awesome. The buyer ended up returning the vampire. Another one that I am personally very excited about, but I think I'm not the only one, judging by the explosive growth Overexposed has been experiencing over the last week or so. They are going to be on my stream tomorrow, Tuesday. If this comes out on a Monday, it's Tuesday, the 22nd at 2:22 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have a great chat, hopefully, of just about his art and who he is, where he comes from, and how he got here. But also, there's going to be an announcement about the Discord details, how you can join the Discord. So make sure not to miss that one, also on Twitch. You might know that I'm not a big Bosscat Rocket Club fan. Nothing against the community. I just still have some questions that haven't been answered, and until they are answered, I remain skeptical about that project. But they did launch their metaverse project. A lot of people were excited. According to the team, they sold out very fast. Veggiemates, they had a very successful first farmers market, and now they're having their second farmers market. I think it's a really cool event. It includes Paul Thomas from Good Charlotte. I think it's a great time. It kind of brings the community together, so I'm looking forward to that one. Moonimal sold out, Jarhead sold out, Heartbreak Club sold out, Dirtbabe sold out, and Lucky Planet. Moonimals was probably like the biggest drop of the week, but Jarhead was my favorite one, and probably the most impressive one because it's so unusual. It is an art project. Here's the artist with his art. It is an art project, and it's actually getting a lot of interest. Check out my latest video where I interview Jar himself. Now, it sold out pretty fast, and secondary market volume has been quite impressive, and we have seen some 1K plus sales already. Project with no rarity, no roadmap, no metaverse, all of that. It's just art, and that's what makes it pretty unique in the space. Filthy Rich Horses, I would include them there. They are very ambitious and probably didn't expect to sell out right away. 80 ADA per horse, 10K collection. They are building a smart contract marketplace, so you can go ahead and check that out right now. Here are my Filthy Rich Horses, and here is my Jarhead collection. Big fan of the project, and I went a little heavy during mint day. You might have heard of Stellarhood. It's one of those OG projects that has a place in CNFT's history. They announced their first expansion, Journey to the Stars. Another thing I noticed last week was that continued discussion of copyright in the NFT space. SpaceBuds, they updated their terms. Zombie Chains actually followed in their footsteps, and this, I believe, is a very positive trend where the projects are trying to expand the rights of the holder. Now, if you've been interested in SpaceBuds, like most of us are, right? You might have heard of CJ Lovelace or CardanoThor, huge investor, been a big part of SpaceBuds, and he actually released his YouTube premiere. Go check it out. I might actually link to it in the description. A really cool primer and everything kind of you need to know about SpaceBud. Team Tulu is a project that launched last week. They are still minting. They have not sold out yet, but they have actually been kind of causing some drama on Twitter and on Discord, and that culminated in CNFT Connoisseur kind of having a very public argument with the team. OpenSea experienced a very serious phishing attack this weekend. Over $200 million worth of NFTs were stolen. Please, guys, if you are getting emails related to NFTs, be very careful. Do not fall for scams. The most dangerous way and the most likely way to lose your NFTs is if you fall or a scam and you give somebody your seed phrase or valuable information, or you click on a link you shouldn't be clicking on. Don't do it. That's it for this week's CNFT Brew. Hope you got some value from it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe button. Remember, I'm going through my newsletter, which goes much more in depth about all these stories and has some other sections that you might find useful. So check that out. And again, let me know what stood out to you last week or what you're really looking forward to this week. I'm going to be focusing on Twitch and releasing videos on YouTube. I'm going to be talking to some very exciting creators this week. So I hope to see you there. If not, I'll see you here in the next video.